For me, we are here today, y'all. We're gonna still talk about Diddy because I'm just talking about Diddy right now. I guess it's essential to just what you believe in. And I've always said, um, just understanding the dynamic of how you grew up, understanding societal issues, understanding that there are an increase of people that need to be seen and heard, to help voice what issues they're having. And some people take things to the grave, without speaking on them, in regards to the backlash. So that's why a lot of people problems don't see a day of light. That's why a lot of people problems don't, might not add up, and then they go to harm themselves, you know. But we don't ever take in consideration other people's feelings and how they were done in the process of a wrong exchange, right? My comments on Diddy being a domestic violence victim, he is. He is. I'm sorry to tell you that, guys, but Diddy is a victim of a domestic violence. It's been things that was said in court that people put hands on him, people jumping on Diddy back, Jane Doe taking his head and banging it to the counter. There was a lot of things that came up in court that said, hey, I didn't even touch you first, and this is what you do to me. Diddy is a victim too. And it's unfortunate because I'm not trying to overshadow Cassie, right? But men do not get the proper, it's a double standard. It's a double standard because they always play the power dynamic or who got the most money, that type of feeling, to whereas you may not get the support you may get. There's not a lot of places or nonprofits or businesses that cater to men in domestic violence. It's already hard for the single fathers now as we speak, trying to take care of their kids, and they don't get assistance, right? So Diddy, yes, he has support from other his baby mamas, but he's still a single parent to the Kim Porter kids that he had with her. And we don't look at that. And that's what Diddy team used in his defense. Diddy, right? And it goes to say that when I say Cassie is a crackhead, Cassie is a crackhead. Diddy's a crackhead. But on Cassie, you said she suffered from substance abuse and we want her to go to rehab. And it's just so unfortunate, right? Diddy should go to rehab. He should have the chance to hash out his issues and hash out his problems. And just due to all the things psychologically, yeah, it don't sound great, right? Trying to perceive as male that he's been damaged, he's been going through things, and that's just really, really hard, But I'm until the other civil suits go to court, this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at, to where right now I'm Team Diddy until the other stuff make its way to court. I'm Team Diddy until Little Rod case go to trial. And Little Rod just said around like August something, they're trying to go for a settlement. Right? So I just say all to say is that we have to play fair here, even though it's a double standard. We have to play fair because people will want my love and support and for me to rally around them and to defend them to the nines. And they know that some people are standing up for them, but maybe because you don't like the situation that I'm speaking of, it just doesn't fit, and I may seem like a cruel female, but that's not really the case. That's not really the case. I'm willing to be an advocate for a lot of people as I've been doing. I am a community advocate. I am kind of like a social advocate, and some things aren't my lane, so I don't necessarily speak on them. But I am for community. I am for togetherness. A lot of you guys don't know me. A lot of you guys just met me like via, I guess, YouTube. So it might not hit the same as far as my Facebook community because that's where I'm primarily at. But I just want you guys to know that, my accolades has been there and done that. And it's been a lot of people with problems that people have hit them. And people have personally told me about it. And the steps that I took to say, hey, are you sure XYZ? And are you ready to kind of battle this? And I went to bat for a lot of people. Yeah. So for me, it's not about railroading Cassie. Cassie has been through a lot, right? But a lot of stuff she could have left because it's been by choice. Just like the guy Clayton Howard, aka Dave, that put out the lawsuit. He said he kept getting drugged and everything like that. Sir, you could have left as well, right? But does that mean Cassie shouldn't be in jail for prostitution? She should be in jail for prostitution, right? Because we use the same notion like, oh, she should get away because he came back. He came back more than time. But that don't negate the fact, just like Puffy, that there's text messages, there's receipts, their bank credit cards linked to Puffy to whereas she paid them too. So therefore, it's not to take away from Cassie abuse because you can be in something and how long it was, it is abuse. It is abuse, right? But we want to make sure that Diddy get the proper challenge, even though he's a mean, nasty, crazy man. He crazy, but there's a lot of geniuses that's crazy, but I would never understand it because I never been in the presence of a, per se, billionaire. I never been in the presence of a man of that status. Now, I'm not saying that men that I haven't been with have been great, awesome men, but to the world, that transcends a lot of things, and I would rather have the one, if I have a man, the man that I will be seeing or dating, I would rather have him and to be with him. Why? Because I wouldn't want to be with a puppy. But so I would never know, the magnitude of what that is, if that makes sense. Right? But just to say, Puffy should get the same just due to, and he's a victim of domestic violence.